Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, everyone. I am so sorry I have not made a video in a while. But with Ramadan and being a mom, I've had a really busy week or two. So thank you for your patience. If you are new, welcome to my little family. Please subscribe if you are new. Take a look at my other videos and welcome. Today I put a poll up on, I think it was last week, on what to do for my next video. The majority of people chose labor after FGM. So let's talk about that, okay? I, as you guys know, have a 6-year-old daughter, the most there. And I am so honored and so proud to be her mom because she is such an amazing creature. She is just perfection, guys, perfection. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I was terrified. Terrified wasn't the word. I was wow. Can I tell you guys something? But you won't judge me, right? Because we're family, okay? You can't judge me. When I was pregnant, I got pregnant when I was 20, and I had her when I was 21. So when I got pregnant and it I had to pee on a stick because I vomited once and I thought, okay, this isn't normal. I don't vomit. I don't like that. So I thought something was up. I went and got a pregnancy test and I was pregnant. And I remember I had someone talking to me and I looked down and it showed like a proper line and then a really fainted one. And I thought, instantly I started shaking because I thought, oh my God, it's gonna be horrendous. It's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna tear. I thought the worst, okay? I thought the worst throughout my pregnancy. I didn't believe it, so I went and got a blood test done and they confirmed it. And I was excited. My husband was excited. The family was excited. Everyone was excited, right? However, I was terrified. But thank God I didn't vomit throughout my pregnancy at all. I vomited once and that was when I found out. I could not stand the smell of meat being cooked. I couldn't stand the smell of chilies, pickles, anything of that nature, cheese. It just bothered me, the smell. But I had no other side effects, which is really weird. When I was 2 months, guys, I remember something my mom said, and she's like, oh, I hope when you have children, you have the same labor experience as I had with you, right? And I'm like, oh my God, don't say that, please. And she got me scared because she said I was the worst child out of all my siblings. And so, like, I noticed once, I was walking up the stairs with something. It was kind of heavy, and I was walking up the stairs, and my in-law said, oh, don't do that. You're gonna end up maybe you'll have a miscarriage. And then I thought, that's not a bad idea. Because I was terrified, guys. I was so scared, and I didn't have my mom to make it worse. And I was just terrified, okay? I was scared. So I would just do random shit like, don't run up the stairs, otherwise this will happen. And then I would run up the stairs. Don't bend down and do this. I would bend down and do it. But my child stuck on, stuck with Udikte, okay? She was like, no, I am here to stay. And then I didn't actually start showing until I was 5 months pregnant. And then it just started like getting big, okay? But a lot of people might disagree with me on this one, but I didn't like the movement of the baby inside of me, because first of all, I have never experienced anything like it in my life, okay? No. So actual movement inside of you. Yo, I hated it. I knew my child was in there, but the fact, like the kicking and the moving around and the turning and the pressing, oh my God, I hated it. I had a shiver down my spine every time it happened. Like I didn't like it, okay? Sometimes it would be cute, but the majority of the time it felt absolutely, it was like a snake. How could you like just go like this? Just inside of you, just like, no, it wasn't fair, okay? I wasn't in control of my body. Anyway, the kicking was not for me, okay? And then I started obsessing with One Born Every Minute. One Born Every Minute. I watched so many seasons. I think I stopped watching it when I gave birth, but I watched so many. I watched videos after videos, episode after episode, because I was terrified. But then I could not relate to any of them because obviously I had the FGM procedure done. So I thought, oh my God. And I was hearing tearing and complications during labor. So who hasn't experienced FGM or circumcision has these complications, then could you imagine the complications of a woman with, is life-threatening, okay? It's not a joke, it's actually life-threatening. I went to my midwife and I shared my concerns. I told her this is the procedure that I have had done. I am really scared. Is there anything that I could do? Is there something that could be done to prevent tearing? Because that was my worst fear. Okay, fear. Oh my God, no. So she said, oh my God, she, reassured me that everything was going to be fine and I was going to have a normal labor and she's going to come out healthy and beautiful, which she did, mashallah, alhamdulillah. However, my concerns were still there, okay? And she started asking questions as well. And she was like, we know you're having a daughter. Do you think are you planning, or do you think about giving her the same procedure, FGM? And I'm like, no, there's no way in hell. But they asked and asked and asked and asked and asked, okay? And every time I had a midwife appointment, they asked. So long story short, I was overdue. I was supposed to give birth the 5th of August, but I was overdue I think a week. So when the midwife came to visit me at my home and she examined me, she said, oh, you're 2 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, but I don't feel any pain. Are you not supposed to feel pain? She goes, no, yeah, you are supposed to feel pain. Some do, some don't. However, you're very lucky. So I was like, okay. But she said that my cervix won't open. So she said she had the audacity to say to me, wait another week. I said, I have been carrying for 9 months, okay? Any longer is 10 months and that's not happening, okay? That's invasion of privacy. Like, I want my body back. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not carrying. It's too heavy. Yo, I was huge, okay? And I started off very skinny to very big, very quick, okay? I could not handle it. So the woman said to me, oh, okay, we have an appointment. We have a room available 19th and the 21st. So I said the 19th because I was terrified. Okay, I was scared. So I needed one more day. They checked me again when I got to the hospital, and they said, oh, you're 4 centimeters. I'm like, okay, but again, my cervix were not opening. Okay, it was just closed. And so they said, you need to be induced. They took me into a room which was really massive and really pretty. I am so glad I gave birth in Holland, by the way, because my ultimate fear was giving birth in the UK. No offense, guys. Love the NHS. But they induced me. They broke my water. And they realized that my daughter decided enough is enough, and I'm going to take a poo-poo. Like, I'm going toilet right here. Well, I should wear toilet. And when she broke my water, it was like all green and all weird looking. And then I panicked and I'm like, what is that? It's like, that don't look normal, okay? And she's like, you are so, like, you are very lucky that you came on this particular day, the 19th of August, because one more day or like a week more and my child would have probably died inside of me, or complications would have occurred and her health would have been affected, like some madness, right? So I said, so you guys were trying to make me wait? And she's like, you made the right decision. And I'm like, I did. Anyway, the pain came when I was 6 or 7 centimeters dilated, and I could not take it. I said, epidural right the now. And they took me upstairs. By the time I got up there, by the way, I think it took like 10-20 minutes for the woman to see me. We had to take a lift upstairs. And it turned out I was 8 centimeters, but they didn't check. They put the epidural on me. So as soon as they did the epidural, they discovered that I was 8 centimeters. So it took no effect. Okay, it had 0 effect. They said to me, the woman turned around, she's like, oh, if you feel the urge to, go toilet, don't do it. Yo, I need to go toilet now. And she's like, don't do it. You need to wait until we get to the room. They took me to the room. It felt like forever. And the woman, I think it was a doctor, a nurse, and some other people were in the room. It was bare people. It was very uncomfortable, but I didn't care because I was in pain, okay? So they tell me to start pushing. When I tell you, wallahi, I would have preferred getting the epidural, okay? Because I had no gas in it. I had nothing. Nothing worked. Nothing was working, okay? And because they did the epidural too late, I felt everything, the stretching, at some point, I couldn't do this, by the way. Don't ever do that. Don't ever clench your... Don't do it, okay? Because I still have problems with my jaw because I was clenching so hard because it was so painful. And I stopped. Mid-pushing, I stopped. I said, I'm not doing it because I feel like... it felt like fire. I don't know how to explain it. It felt like everything was on fire. And... she goes, oh, no, you're fine. Keep pushing. Yo, listen, I put my legs were like that, yeah. I put my legs together and my child's head was like out like a little bit. And she goes, you're going to kill the child. I said, you're going to kill me. You're actually going to kill me. I said, I have this procedure and I'm scared that I'm going to tear left, right, and center. So I said, you need to do something. You need to cut me. She refused. I said, okay. So we're just going to sit here and I'm still in pain, but I'm like, I don't care because I was terrified, yo. I was really scared because I heard stories and I don't like them stories. So I was scared was not the word. I said that like 1,000 times already. the woman, she's like, all right, fine. You're so stubborn. You could do it without me having to cut you. And I'm like, I don't care, okay? It feels as if I'm gonna tear left, right, and center, so cut me. She took the piss and she cut me the teeniest, weeniest part, yeah, on the side. And she's like, okay, there you go, push. I pushed for another, 5 minutes, which felt like an hour, but it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And my baby came out, and then I realized I had to push out the placenta, which was, wow. Anyway, as soon as I gave birth, they put my baby on my chest, and alhamdulillah, I had no complications of FGM. Wallahi, everything went absolutely smoothly, nothing teared. I was absolutely fine, and that is the case for a lot of women, but unfortunately, if in Somalia is not it might not be the same case, because they don't have the resources, the facilities in order to, safe delivery. So after I had my daughter, I got up to go and use the toilet about an hour later, and my husband at the time helped me to the toilet, and I thought, okay, I can, get up myself, right? I got up. I think I took about 2 steps and I went face first on the floor. My legs just completely gave in, meaning the epidural decided to work, yeah? And yeah, and now my daughter is 6, and I am super, super, super proud of her. I am so in love with my daughter, and wallahi, I completely forgot about, the pain. Like, I don't remember it, and I think that's one of the amazing things about being a mom, although I will never ever do that again, ever in my life. Okay, I was lucky with my daughter. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky again, so yeah, I'm just gonna fold right there. Thank you guys for watching, and before you go, I would like to tell you guys about this fundraising that I am doing. It's for victims of violence in Somalia, and if we all know, I don't know if you know about what happened on Sunday in Somalia, but please pray for Somalia and the people that were killed, the people that have been displaced and don't have homes. I am collecting funds in order to help anyone during the month of Ramadan who's either been a victim of violence, or who's hungry, or who needs help and support. I want to provide that, and I need your help. So I will put it in the link below. I'll put the GoFundMe page on the link below. I know it's very difficult to trust people, and if you feel like you can't, that is absolutely fine. But £1 out of your pocket this Ramadan to help a brother and sister and our children back home, wallahi, it will be appreciated, both for myself, for you, and for the people, our people, my people. Wallahi billahi, I am so disheartened, akudahay, and I am so mad, yeah, that a fight between governments, yeah, within their own government fighting each other, but then they're waging war on the people. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Please, please, please help me in reaching my target, in helping and supporting our community, and it starts at home. Charity starts at home, okay? Aniga, I cannot sit here and tell you that I'm trustworthy, okay? But I would never, ever, ever take money from anyone, yeah, without delivering the promises that I made. And that lack is haram to me. It is haram to me. Okay, it is for my people. It is for those who are suffering, those who are struggling, those who actually who need on top uniform, school uniform, kabo, medical treatment. There is so much. There is so much, and the fact that our government is literally fighting each other. And then they go out into our capital, create terror amongst the people. So people, do you know how many people evacuated? How many children must have been scared? How many people that were harmed? How many girls might have gone missing? How many children can't find their parents? Somalia. Wallahi billah, we need to na'asawina. Wallahi, because annaka Europe hada jogno, if we live in the UK, if we live in Europe, if we live in America, if we live in any of these westernized countries, wallahi billah, you are privileged. Yeah, you are privileged. You live in a house, you have food. If you don't have money, you can go and get benefits, welfare. You're sorted. But I think what breaks my heart is they are not. And the ones that are in power, that are supposed to protect and help our people, they would rather slaughter. They would rather take guns and start shooting left, right, and center. Just to prove that they are better. Qabil kega. Fuck your qabil. Wa Ramadan, I do not want to swear, but F that shit. And any of you that think, qabil, I don't have one. I don't have a qabil. Malihi. Kala iga kana. Kala iga kana. Malihi. I don't have qabil no more. I don't. All I have is love for my people. That's why I want to start a foundation. Yeah. I want to start a charity called Gani of Peace. Yeah. And it's a non-profitable charity. And when I'm going to tell you what Gani means. Gani of Peace. Gani means my garden. Somalia is my garden. It is your garden. It is our garden. And in order for a garden to flourish, yeah, for us to benefit from it, you need to garden it. You need to take care of it. You need to water it. You need to give it sunlight. Yeah, you need to give it some love and affection. And you need to do this shit with love. Yeah, my garden of peace. And we have a responsibility as individuals, yeah, Somali hadanahay, as individuals, even if you are not Somali, yeah, we as people have a responsibility. We have a duty not to ignore, not to turn a blind eye to the hungry, to the people who are mentally ill, who are in cages, to the girls that go missing. And there's nowhere to go to retrieve these girls. There's nowhere to go to report these girls. There's no system. There's no system, but there are men, big grown-ass men, niman raga, yeah, that go fight for a title. When you had the title, what did you do? Mahaso bise. Because you live in the same. Yeah, you're chilling. I think warahe senusa. Bakar. Yeah, madaxweynaha. Bakar. You're chilling. Alosha we nanosa every year. Your belly's getting bigger. Your wealth increasing. Your health. But your people are struggling. Yeah? There's drought. There's starvation. There is cruelty. There's harantanima. Mahala sobana mark. Mahala sobana. Malesku firsana. Are we just gonna watch each other? Is this what we're gonna do? And I know many people have said already. I know I've watched those people. Wa firsade. But if they hadn't done it and I wouldn't have seen it, then I probably would have never done this. I love my land. The Somalian land, the land of Somalia, it's the most beautiful, yeah, thing that I have ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, the potential that Somalia has, the greatness that Somalia has, yeah, it's but where we have Nasyal, yeah, ruling our country. We have men who would rather slaughter their own people than they just come to an agreement. Why? What's wrong with agreements? What's wrong with coming to an agreement? What's wrong with understanding each other, learning from each other? What is wrong with that, Somali? What is wrong with that? Ilahi idiku dhaariye. Aniga, I can only do my part. If you have £1 to spare, sorry, it's my cats. If you have £1 to spare, please, 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 please do not hesitate. Yeah, the GoFundMe page is going to be on the description below, and you will see evidence, pictures, videos of the good that you have brought to your people, to your country. And until then, inshallah, I love you all for the sake of Allah. Thank you all for watching, for your kind words, for your support. And if you have time, please subscribe. And if you haven't already, I will also leave it in the description below, my daughter's channel. Go and check it out. Show some love. And inshallah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.